Green light, show them what you got.
Triton, sorry to interject, but there's no audio on the screen. Well, he can't hear you, but I can hear me, so I'm gonna go. I'll let you know if I can hear you on the stream, okay?
Hello, my mic was not connected the whole time. Great. Hello, everyone. Sorry for that. It should be up. Thank you, Chief, for that. I don't understand. OBS or my headset. That's really disappointing. I'm sorry for that, guys. We're back here. Let's keep an eye on this. Pretend like nothing happened. So we'll just pretend that this is midway through comms. But Veldman gets a poor run here on Novak. So Novak is going to be trying to have a look here, but I don't know if Veldman's going to be able to defend this here because Novak's got a very good run here. Is he going to have a look down the inside? He tries to, but Veldman cuts him off there very good. So Timo, meanwhile, getting away from the back of these guys. The Porsche of Smelt is looking fast, as is Crucibar and the Ferrari, but they're going to be fighting wheel to wheel into turn 1. Milos is going to try and catch up to them as well. Not looking too crazy quick right now, but he's biding his time. Adam has made up some ground as well. So Benz had some issues there and is out of the race, I think, unfortunately, after having such a good start. But that's unfortunate. So meanwhile, Coleman is catching up as well, having a good race. And the Striker twins as well behind, fighting in this little gaggle of cars here. Oh, that's contact there! Bremen takes 2 of them out! Oh, no, okay. So, I don't know who that was. I don't know if that was Netcode or anything, but Antoine Olive is picked up some ground off of that in P14. So let's see what the order is going to be looking like here in a minute. So top 3 still fighting this out. Novak falling off the order a bit. Hugo still keeping the lead. Timo is trying to catch up to that top 3. Crucivar is trying to catch up as well, and these top 4 are all doing it. So let me try and see if the audio's back up. I apologize for that. Yeah, he says you can hear now. I apologize for that, guys. I apologize. So quality is going to be like all no comms, and then the first part of the race no comms as well. Hopefully it didn't take away from the action, because there was a lot of action there. So you can kind of watch it without me screaming over it, I guess. But yeah, Novak falling far back off the order. But Veldman holding on to Hugo here. Let's see if he can make this work. He has been working hard for this race win. I know he wants it. So Hugo already had a taste of victory. Let's see if he can do it again and make it 2 for 2, as I said, or as I was saying. He won in Brazil yesterday for 2SRL. And now Veldman in the Aston Martin. I guess that McLaren wants his first win, I believe, in league racing, I'm certain. So we shall see if he can make it come to fruition. He is very fast today and doing a fantastic job in that Aston Martin. So Novak and Timo have tasted victory. These 2 have not yet this season. So we might get a new winner here, unless Novak comes and wants to have something to say about that and keep his streak alive. But this is a beautiful run here for Veldman into the start-finish straight here, or on the back straight, I mean. But this is not going to be enough here. He's going to bide his time, wait for the start-finish straight. So 34 minutes in, we're 11 minutes into this race, and so far a lot happening. Big jumper here, I think, is Mr. Adam. He's up like 10 positions or 11 positions or so. But he's got company there from Coleman and the Aston Martin behind Milos on the back of Crucivar, who these 2 are going to be fighting soon as well. Timo's kind of pulled away from them, but these guys are going to be fighting as well. Let's see if Nico can get the run here on Hugo. Hugo trying to break the slipstream again, hugging the inside line. This might not matter because I don't think the Aston is quick enough in a straight line. Or, I mean, the McLaren is quick enough to hold its own in a straight line, but Novak is falling back as well. So these 2 are going to be trying to pull away from that. So Novak might be struggling on tires, might be struggling a bit making a bit of mistakes here and there, as is possible in endurance racing like this. As Hugo runs wide there, this might be the opportunity. I don't know if he's going to be able to make a lunge here. Veldman tries to have a look down the inside. He's going to try and feed it for the lead of this race, holding it down the inside, but Hugo trying to hold around the outside here, which turns to the inside for the next turn here in turn 5, I think it is, and gets it, or keeps it under control here, but runs a bit wide, and his exit might be compromised a bit, but Veldman trying to fight this and try and get that lead that he so wants. So let's see if he can keep it on track and keep away or find a way past Hugo's iron defense here, driving, because he is driving a very wide car, and Novak is put back into the fight now potentially, and Timo is going to be catching as well. So let's see what's happening here. Veldman trying to have a look. Hugo tries to go to the inside here to defend it, and is not going to be able to do much, but goes back to the outside for that as well. So Veldman lapping very fast at the moment. I think he's only 6/10 down on his best lap, so these guys are not lapping badly at the moment. Smelt is up ahead of Krusevar, so he's passed both him and Martika, so he's up in a P5 driving a very good race here in the Porsche. So looking good at the moment, but right now Veldman very close behind. Can he get a good enough exit here? 2/10 is the gap going into that corner there, but let's see if it's enough here onto the start finish straight. It is not much of a gap right now. 3/10 is it here, so we're getting blue flags wave. That was just the crowd, my bad. But here's a run for Veldman. Is he gonna have a look around the outside into turn 1? He goes late on the brakes here, tries to feed it around. He might go a little bit wide. Yeah, he goes wide, does not get that run. But now Novak might actually take advantage of that, so he's gonna have to hug the inside here. Novak might have to back out. He's trying to feed it around the outside of turn 3 here, which is not very easy because you see the marbles there. You can go wide and lose some grip there, but yeah, Veldman unable to make the move there, loses a lot of time there to Hugo, but showing his pace, he can probably catch that back up. He's looking very fast at the moment. So Timo trying to catch up as well, so he's kind of just running in his own land right now, but 4 seconds is the gap. These three right here though are fighting. They're gonna try and go to the back here. Ollie Stryker, Adam Stevens, and Coleman all in P8, 9, and 10 respectively. So let's see if any of these guys can get past each other. Antoine Olive is behind there as well. So let's see. Jasper Smelt, meanwhile, I forgot his first name. I realized I could look at the bottom. Pulling away, trying to catch up to Timo. So try to put some pressure on the champion, or the champion of the season. So see if he can do that. Veldman trying to catch back up to Hugo is doing good so far. Yeah, he's making up a lot of ground on him. So let's see if he's able to make some moves here. He's gonna have to reclaim all the ground he lost here, but it's looking good so far. So it's about, I think, under a second. I think the gap, yeah, 6/10 is right now. It was 1.2, I think, earlier. 6/10 now, so lapping in the 0.6s right now is Veldman, so Hugo in the 0.6s as well, lapping faster that time around. Hugo doing a 0.3 though, so they are not lapping crazy fast at the moment, but they are kind of conserving, so we'll see what's happening with this here. We are 15 minutes or so, a quarter of the way into this race here. Hugo leads from Veldman, from Novak, and Timo behind. Jasper Smelt driving a fantastic race in P5, Krusevar P6, and Martika P7 fighting it out. And then we have a fight for the final parts in the top 10 here for between Ollie Stryker, Stevens, and Coleman. So at the moment, they're kind of gapping each other a bit here now, keeping the even gap, 6/10 between each of them respective. Timo is starting to show his face in this battle, as is Smelt, so this could be an interesting one at the finish. Just gotta keep an eye on it. I'm gonna try and go to the back here. Taurus in the other Ferrari behind Costa and JJ Mearsman and Stryker fighting it out here. Christian Stryker unfortunately getting punted there early on, I saw, so really disappointing. At the moment, Shane Power in the McLaren there is in this gaggle here between in the final point scoring positions here. So Vanden Hutting, Davy Bremen going wide there. Vanden Hutting getting a better exit here out of the out of the turn after the back straight. I forget the turn numbers. Apologies. I think that's turn 10. So let's see. So he'll Shaw if he's able to have a run here as well. Unable to do anything. But meanwhile, these guys here in the back, Stevens, Ollie Stryker having a good run. We know how fast the Mercedes is in a straight line. This might be a good run here, and it is. Let's see if he's able to take it here. He's eking out that slipstream. So let's see if Ollie can get this move done into turn 1. Goes late on the brakes. Adam might have to relinquish that, and he does. So good move for him up into P9. So Adam's still driving a good race here in P10. He's just got to stick with this and make sure he keeps it clean. So meanwhile, Krusvar and keeping Milos honest at the up in P6. So, and Jasper Smelt kind of just holding his own as his Timo. But the main battle here is for the lead. Veldman back up on the back to the rear of Hugo. So showing his pace is absolutely rapid at the moment. So he just needs to get his way past him, and he can sail away if he has the pace. Novak is also looking very racy in the Aston Martin as well. So currently we have McLaren, Aston Martin, Aston Martin, Aston Martin, Porsche, Ferrari, Aston, Mercedes, Aston, Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, Lexus, and McLaren for the points position. So a lot of Aston Martins. And I believe they are the most popular because I think the default setup on the Ashton is the best of the default setups. But Veldman getting a poor run here. That might give Novak what he wants here because he is right on the back of him for P2 here. So Veldman's going to have to defend. He might not want to go to the inside because it turns to the inside for turn 2. So the outside might be the way to go. Novak pulls out of the slipstream here. Tries to go late on the brakes. Veldman chops him off. Takes that corner. Very smart and very good driving from the both of them so far, but Novak trying to scare him offline more than anything, I think. But Timo is catching up as well. 2.6 is the gap. So Veldman trying to find his way through 10 laps into this race. So again, apologies for no commentary in the beginning. I did not realize that my mic was not being detected by OBS. So Timo was sandbagging at the start, perhaps. Icewind, I believe he was. No, he wasn't. I'm certain he was kind of just. They're kind of fighting it out, so he's kind of catching them up now. He was in some issues in the beginning, in some fights, and now Timo is finding his way through. So showing the pace of the champion. Of course, he's not the champion, the crowned champion for nothing, or champion elect, I mean, for nothing. So meanwhile, Novak, though, the second man who's going to be P2 in the championship, as things stand, is all over the back of Veldman, who is driving a fantastic race still in P2, trying to find his way through and try and take this lead from Hugo, but is starting to lose some ground here. Hugo showing some pace, but the third sector, it seems he is struggling. So I think the Ashton might be a little bit better through here. I'm not certain, but let's see if he's able to get a run here. Novak very late on the brakes there, but yeah, look at this run. He is right on the back of Hugo here into the onto the start finish straight. This might be a little bit closer now than 8/10 or almost 9/10. So let's see what it is as we're on lap 11, half a second now. So these three all fighting Hugo, trying to break the slipstream. You'll notice he moves once and then back, so that is I believe the proper way to do it. So Hillshaw gonna have to move out of the way here, getting blue flagged as he goes onto the grass. You don't have to do that. You just stay onto the you can just stay on the off the racing line. That's all you gotta do. But it works. So he's got Smelt behind him. Hopefully he goes through, as Davey Bremen has a drive-through penalty for corner cutting. So you get 4 warnings and you get a drive-through, unlike in the Codemaster F1 games where you get 3 warnings, so that's a 3-second penalty. So let's see now. Veldman all over the back of Hugo here. 2/10 almost is the gap. So working out a treat here. He is pushing it to the limit now. Hugo might be trying to conserve a bit or back him up. I'm not certain. Timo is starting to catch as well. 2.1 is the gap to him, as Smeltino as well is starting to catch up, and Krusvar as well at the Ferrari, driving beautifully, doing very good as of recently, as I mentioned last week. So, see, Veldman now has a run on Hugo. I don't think this is enough, but yeah, he's gonna have to bide his time here. But look how close he is, pushing him all through this final sector. He is gonna be doing that. So I am not certain that Hugo is going to be able to hold on to this lead for long, but we've seen him drive a very wide McLaren and drive a very fantastic race so far. So all three of them doing fantastic. Timo is now back in this fight potentially. Look at this. Hugo backing him up even more. So let's see if Veldman has a run here. Now the gap was 3.8. Let's see if the gap is just that. It might be about that now. Still, he's got a good gap here. So this might not be enough. 3.9 now. So keeping it honest here. Hugo still trying to break that slipstream here. Try and get as much as he can. Just kind of weave around on the straight a little bit as much as he can. Veldman chucking it through these corners into turn 1. Let's see if he is able to catch up. So you can see in the back of the virtual mirror there, we'll see Kruzvar if he is able to catch up. But we'll actually go on board here, try this camera out, the back camera here. Hugo showing how close Veldman is on him. You see in the braking zone, just kind of trying to find his way through him in the Planex Smackcam racing car. I think that's just the default name. I think their actual name is I forgot their name, but they have a funny team name. So we'll see Veldman here on the back of see him on the back there. Novak right behind him. Martika gets a drive-through penalty, so that's big. So that's unfortunate for him. That's going to be his race almost over. Certainly, so he's gonna have to fight his way back through the field. So we'll see how this works out. Veldman not close enough. Novak though, very close. As
You're halfway through. Keep it up.
Okay, we're halfway through the race now. So Veldman gets a poor exit here, and now suddenly Tim Novak might be on the back of him, but he is not able to find his way through. So we'll see on board here how Veldman approaches this final corner. So Timo. For these final corners, Timo is on the back now of this 4-man car. Now it was a 3-man car, it is a 4-man car or train. So Hugo getting a bit away there. Veldman struggling through that final corner just a bit. So still within this though. I don't know if he's close enough here, but Timo now definitely in the back of this fight. So Hugo pulling away a bit here. You might have to pull it now, but Tim Novak is on the back of Veldman, but not able to do anything here. So look at the fight we have here for the win. This could be anyone's. One small mistake from any of these guys, and it is all over for them. Because even in the back there, Jasper Smelt is catching up, and Kruzvar might even find his way into this fight eventually. So keep an eye on the back here. Things are not really going too well. So Milo serving his drive-through penalty, unfortunately. But this is not over yet. He's still got a fight. He's still got fight in him. So there's only 18 cars left at the moment. So just gotta see this out. As right now, Tim Novak has a look down the inside of Veldman, but is unable to do anything there. So, but they're still going side by side into turn 4. This is not gonna help you out. Yeah, it's probably smart to give this up. As he goes a bit wide there. Now Timo might have a look through, and this is helping Hugo get away now. So Tim Novak up into P2. Veldman drops down to P3 and make that P4 now because Timo as well gets ahead. So you just gotta stick with it, not lose his calm, just keep with it. So he is doing fantastic still. Tim Novak might be able to pull these guys along. Hugo 1.7 now, so that might not have been the smartest thing for Tim Novak, but I mean, he saw the opportunity and took it. But now let's see if he's fast enough to catch up to Hugo. So Timo though is gonna not want to be behind him. He's gonna want to end his winning streak and want to end his championship season in style. So prove why he got this championship. But look at the pull that Tim Novak got out of that final corner. So this guy is a force to be reckoned with, especially for next season. If he's won 3 in a row, we do know that he's going to be able to do something crazy next season as well, potentially. So meanwhile, let's see. So they're slowly catching him. Timo's falling off the back. So let's see if they catch up to him and are able to find a way through and get past Hugo. But at the moment, Hugo is pulling this very nicely. So Timo barely missed out on the win last race in Hungary. Barely caught up to Tim Novak at the end of the race. But we are 19 minutes in. He is on the back of him already. Let's see if he's able to do it this time out. So Veldman's trying to stick with them. Mr. Jasper Smelt is on the back now as well. So this could be all to play for here. So this is not over, as I said. 5 men are in this for the win. 5 drivers can win this race now, I think, realistically. Kruzvar also might be in this as well. So let's see where Martica came out, Mills came out well behind in P13. This might not be the result he wanted, but let's see. So I'm gonna go back to the leaders here. Veldman falling off the back of them now, so, and Hugo has pulled this gap just a bit, so 1.9 now. So Timo and Novak are going to be fighting this out as well for P3 and 2 respectively. I don't know if they'll be able to catch at the moment because 1.9, so Hugo has to keep it clean and he's in the clear for this win. So see if Timo can get a good run here out of the final corner onto the start finish straight here. He has got a good one so far. This might be enough. So change cameras here. See on board Timo if he's able to do it. He's not really close enough. He's lifting off a bit to try and just maximize his cornering into the tight and twisty parts of the circuit of Barcelona, Catalunya. So see here as he feeds his way through turn 3, trying to find his way around Novak's iron defense here. The gap is starting to come down though, so these two cannot afford to fight each other too hard as Novak goes a little bit wide there. So Timo might actually have a run here into turn 4, or turn 5 I mean, around the outside here, but Novak covers it off. But can he get a good exit here, and Timo can he get the switchback here? No, he's gonna hang back. But so far putting the pressure on very rapidly, so let's see if they're able to make it work and catch up. So Timo wanting to find a way past here. Let's see the shot from the back here if Timo can have a look here. He's swerving there, trying to find his way through, but unable to do anything at the moment. So 2.1 now is the gap. Fighting has not helped them. So let's go back, sorry. Go back off board here. So Timo all over the back of him, needing to find a way past this iron defense of Tim Novak, as is Veldman. So see what they can do here. Gonna have to do it without losing too much time here, I think. So he's just getting a very good run out of that final corner. This is not helping Timo. Timo needs to find a proper line through there, but Novak struggling a bit through some of these corners, making a bit of a mistake. I told you is going to be what do you say, catastrophic for any of these guys in terms of a result here, because whatever they want is going to be anything except the win, or not anything except the win. So let's see if Timo can find his way through Novak. Let's see if he can find his way back up to Hugo, who is struggling in that third sector. You can see he gained half a second there back. So they are very fast at the moment, all three of them. And Jasper Smelt is closing in on them as well, so he's in the fight as well. This is going to be very nip and tuck here. So 15 minutes, we're almost 3/4 of the way in. So or 3/4 of an hour, and I mean is how much time we have. Forgive me, I'm losing my words, but we're almost towards the end, the latter third of the race. Yes, math. Okay. But Tim Novak getting a bit of a lackluster exit there. Now Timo might be on the back of him. Let's see if he's going to send it. He's not going to do that. That is not Timo's driving style. Going to stick on the back of him, try and maximize his exits in the third sector here. Look at him all over the back of that diffuser of Tim Novak. So let's see if he is able to find a way through. So at the moment he's just kind of biding his time. He's going to have to get a very good exit here out of these last corners. So let's see what he can do here. So nice and slow in and then fast out. That is usually the way you want to do it. Gets a good run here. This might be it, actually, if he has it a good enough corner speed out of that corner, but I'm not certain. So I think there's an issue in the back there for Adam. I'm not certain, but you can see suddenly that Veldman is pulling back from them. He's not catching up to them. But let's see if Timo and Novak can find their way through. 1.1 is the gap. Now Tim Novak makes a bit of a mistake, outbrakes himself, and suddenly Timo is going to be all over him, but he's not going to be able to find a way through in the turn 3 here of Barcelona, because it is very twisty there. You get a bit of I don't think turbulent air is the issue in these cars, but it's just not very easy because it's not really flat out, so you struggle to find a proper line through. But now gets a very good exit there, Timo. And now Novak on the outside, or holds the inside there. Timo going to be trying to put some pressure on. Tries to feed around the outside there. They go wheel to wheel, make a bit of contact there. And Timo still wheel to wheel with him. But Novak still trying to hold this, and he falls back there. And Timo, yeah, this is not what they need to be doing if they want to win this race, because look at the gap that Hugo is pulling now on them. But Timo putting all sorts of pressure on him, and Veldman is now back in this, and is Smeltino. So the battle for the podium positions is still on here. 1.7 was the gap. I think that's what it is. Let's see what it goes up to now. But these guys all fighting. 2.3 is the gap now, and Crucifer in the back there can see these guys as well. So this is all to play for here. Ollie Stryker and Coleman are going to be fighting as well in a bit, I think. So keep an eye on that. So let's see now if Timo can do what he needs to do, get the exit he needs. He's all over the back of Tim Novak here. So this is fantastic racing here in the final round of Assetto Corsa Competizione. So let's see if he's able to find his way through. This is a good exit, but I don't think it's enough. Veldman does not get a good enough exit. He's not able to find his way through. But look at the slipstream here. This might be enough here if he can do it here. Let's see if Novak holds the inside. Timo has a look here. He's going to have a look down the inside here. He pulls out of the slipstream. Does not outbrake himself there. Just tries to scare him, but Novak sees it and is smart enough to know what he's trying to do. So let's see if he is able to find what he wants. Timo again, not really getting what he wants, but Jasper Smelt is on the back of Veldman. Let's see if Veldman can hold it on his own, but just stick with this, as Mearsman gets a drive-through penalty, unfortunately in last place. So Timo now just chucking it through the fast speed corners here in the second sector now. Veldman as well is going to be having to hold on here. Hugo has pulled away, driving fantastically, showing his iron defense, and now taking advantage of the fighting behind. So, but he's going to have to keep doing it because they're still catching him. So I think what's happened there? Oh no! Milos is off. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so he is probably got some rear damage. So this is an unfortunate end to the championship season for Milos. Not what he wanted, I'm certain. So, but these things happen in racing. As right now, Timo and Novak still on the back of each other. It's not yielding is Tim Novak, showing iron defense as well of his own, and showing beautiful defensive driving, and Timo showing beautiful offense, but unable to get the move done he is at the moment. So Veldman trying to find his way through. If he wants to catch up, one of these guys is gonna have to get past, I think, because I think Novak is just holding this up a bit. He is able to catch Hugo, but the fighting is the issue. So if they're fast enough, all of these guys have an ability to do so. So let's see who is able to do it. But right now, look at the run that Timo has. Trying to pull a slipstream here. He's weaving down the straight here. He weaves 3 times. Let's see if he's going to do it. I think that's the maximum he can do. Timo trying to find a gap on the inside. He finds it and gets the move done on the brakes here, but goes very wide. You don't have to overdo it, Timo. And now he's going to lose out 3rd place to Veldman. As I said, one mistake is catastrophic. He's falling behind Jasper Smelt as well, but let's see if he can get that position back. So this is not what they need to be doing. Hugo is pretty much running away with this victory as it stands now. 3.7 seconds, so 10 minutes to go. But as I said, anything can happen. 10 minutes, you can pull a second. That is enough. So let's see if Veldman can be the one to make a move on Mr. Tim Novak here. Showing beautiful pace all race here. Showing great improvement all season as well. So one of the faster drivers as well, I would say, in ACC right now in this league. So let's see if he can make something work. He is all over the back of Tim Novak, whose tires are probably going to be a bit damaged here for fighting. But look at the run Smeltino has, Jasper Smelt. But Veldman also has a run here. Is he going to have to send it down the inside here on Tim Novak? No, he doesn't. So let's see if he is able to do it. He might have scared Tim Novak a bit there, but he is holding his own. As I said, Timo going to have to fight his way past Smelt as well for P4. So beautiful fighting going on so far. I'm going to take a quick look at the chat, see how you guys are enjoying this, because I hope you guys are. So, I should take some water. I don't have water here. Oh, I do have water here. On over here to my bed, grab it, and come back. Thank you, Tipsy. But here we go now as Jasper Smelt runs onto the gravel there. So that is what Timo needs for for a run here. So yeah, there it goes. And that is it. Yeah, this pretty much seems like Hugo's going to be controlling this now. So Veldman tries to have a look on Tim Novak. Smeltino loses that position to Timo, taking advantage of a slight mistake, as I said, which is impossible to make in this circumstances. And I am certainly enjoying this racing, as we have to say, commiserations to Milos there losing out. So, geez, this is some good racing here. So, Smelt still on the back of Timo. These guys are not yielding. Tim Novak still holding on to P2. Veldman wanting that P2 as well. He was in P2 for so long in this race, but not able to find his way through at the moment. I'm going to take a quick drink of water, so pardon me. Okay. Thank you, Tipsy. So, the gap is now 5 seconds. I think Hugo's got this pretty much controlled at the moment. Look at the gap. Look how far he is up the road. But Novak is going to be pulling this without any fight. We know how fast he is. 5.1 though now. So Hugo is also pulling. Krusevar still up there as well, trying to find his way through. Veldman trying to find. Timo goes wide there, but keeps it there clean. So remember, off tracks are a big thing here. If you get enough off tracks here, that's it for you. I think it's a bit cruel, but. Oh no! As I said it, that's Timo. That is it for Timo. Oh no! So he's gonna go. Yeah, he's gonna be serving it. Oh no! So that's P4 for Smelt. So unfortunate way for the champions elect to end it. So Krusevar up into P5. So let's see how these guys handle this now. So the top 4 are going to be fighting it. Top 5 potentially if Krusevar can finally get his way on the back of this. So Veldman trying to find his way through Tim Novak's defense here, but unable to do so. So let's see where Timo comes out. He's probably going to come out, I think, P8 or P9. So let's see. I am going to try and get a read on the chat here. Nothing happening yet, but so Veldman's still on the back of Novak here, driving fantastically, doing a good job here. So Timo comes out P6 or P7 or P8, I think actually P9 actually no. So P9 from P3, unfortunate for him, or P4. So Veldman, it's up to him if he wants to rain on Novak's parade, because I think Jasper Smelt is falling off the back here. So let's see what's gonna happen. Let's take another look. Okay, so Veldman though is under 4/10 now. Let's see if he can get a good run here. He just needs to find a run on the back straight here for that P2. I believe that would be. I believe it would tie his best result this season. So on to the start-finish straight we go. Smelt, Veldman, and Novak all within each other. Let's see if he can find his way through. So Novak still holding his own in the slipstream is Veldman though, and unable to find it yet. So Smelt though all over the back in the Porsche, looking for a gap as well, but yeah, is unable to do so. Let's see if this happens for him though. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold this for much longer, Novak, but he is proven to be a fantastic driver, proven all season that he is the man to challenge next season, proving that he is a freaking rapid driver, to say the least. I mean, but speaking of which, Veldman does not get a good exit there, but so he's gonna fall a bit back here. The gap was 2.8 or 2.8 or 0.28. Now it's gonna be a bit more, but still on him, so it's not over yet. Just gotta stick with it. 4 minutes is how much is left to see. Hugo pretty much gone into the distance now. The gap was, I think it was like 6 seconds when I last checked. It's 7.6 seconds, so this is pretty much over. He can cruise to the finish here if he just keeps it clean, keeps it smooth, does not get any off tracks. So right now, Nico trying to find some sort of breathing space from Smelt, but also trying to find some offense towards Novak here. So we got gaps here as well that are fighting Shane Power and Olive. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry, Antoine. I know that's the name, because that is a dear name to me, and all of us. Shane Power drive through, so that's unfortunate there. So Antoine is gonna find a way down the inside. I think Shane Power is just gonna relinquish this, so down the inside he goes. But no, he's not. He's gonna fight this. But yeah, no, he actually might have to relinquish that. So good job to Olivier. But Adam Stevens is gonna pick up the pieces from that. So here comes our top podium place finishes, not able to do anything yet into turn 1 is Veldman. Still on the back of him. Krusvar is just keeping this honest. So proving that consistency is key when you're racing in a league or any racing. So pace equals consistency. That is something I learned. When I dropped the racing line, I thought I just had to be fast. But I learned that for F1, that just to be consistent, and that's key. And sure enough, there were a few races where I was just consistent and it worked out. So yeah, just be consistent. That applies to any motorsport. I think just if you can do consistent pace, that is good pace. So Krusvar proving that point. P5 right now he's in P5 for a reason. So Tim Novak though still holding on to this very beautifully. So let's see if these guys are able to find their way past him. Unable to do anything yet. So like I said, one mistake is going to be all it takes. But look at this. Look how close Veldman is getting out of that corner. But he's unable to do it because you cannot overtake here in the third sector. It is very narrow indeed. So all down to how much you can get out of these corners. And if you can be right up on the back of them through the final corner here. So 2 minutes. We're going to have like 2 laps, I think, to go. So this is do or die now for these guys. So Veldman getting a good run here. Smelt falling a little bit back, but I don't think this is enough. So let's see. 3/10 is the gap here. I am getting a bit I'm getting nervous watching this. I don't know why. I think it's because I've been talking so much. Or maybe I'm just lightheaded. Like I actually am, but because this has been some good racing, so I've been talking non-stop here for the past bit, so yeah. I'm gonna take a quick breather here, if you pardon me, but Veldman is on the back of him at the moment. So this is the problem with not having a co-commentator, is I'm gonna have to keep talking. So I'm gonna see if I can fix that for next season, but I do enjoy doing the comms on my own. It gives me control, you know, gives me feel for this, you know, I like doing it, so yeah. Right
what
now.
is popping? Co-commentator Billos on
yeah,
the line.
speak of the devil, my man, my number 1 driver, Mr. Milos Martika, unfortunately.
Yes.
Unfortunate for you, mate, but yeah, we got a minute left. They're gonna be on the final lap, I think, coming around next time.
Pog.
So let's see if Nico can do this. He is right on the back of Tim Novak. So I don't know if this is enough though, but he is 2/10 within him. Can he have a look? He's gonna have to send it if anything, I think, but I don't think that's in his driving style. Just try and scare him, I think.
Yep.
But yeah. So if you want to take the, you want to manage this one. Look at the, look how he is all over him.
Yeah, they're really running close, so close together. They're both very good drivers, of course. And yeah, really passing here is going to be difficult, especially with the low torque of the Master Martin, giving him, well, worse acceleration. But his opponent isn't
look at this
Aston.
though. Look at this. Final lap here. This is do or die here for Veldman here. Can he get the move done? He is all on the back of Tim Novak. So let's see if he can do it here. He's going to have to hold the inside. Let's see if he can find his way through. Timo was unable to penetrate the defenses. Let's see if Veldman can. If he's going to feed around the outside here. He's got to go late on the brakes. Into turn 1, here he goes. Trying to find it through, but unable to do it. And that might just be enough. But let's see if he compromised his exit there. But I don't know. Like you said, that poor torque of the Aston Martin gives him not the best exits. So.
Yep. It's going to be hard to get any passes here done. Maybe on the back straight if he gets a poor run, but we're going to have to wait and see.
Yeah, so sorry, give me a bit here. I'm going to try and keep an eye out on this. I don't think anything is happening here, but keeping an eye out on the race leader here real quick. The guy who has pretty much dominated this race and kind of held his own. He was struggling a bit in the beginning, but showing that he has indeed done what I said, the 2 for 2 in F1 and ACC. So he will be crossing the line, but I'm going to keep a quick eye out on the back straight here. I don't think this is enough for Veldman, but he has driven fantastically regardless to take P3 here. And taking advantage of all the misfortunes here. Let's see if he actually might get a good run here, because I don't know, but he is all over the back of him still, but it's the third sector, hard to overtake. But meanwhile, crossing the line here to take the first win of the season for him, and his second win in league racing in a row, and the final win of season 1 of Assetto Corsa Competizione is Mr. Hugo Cotti for the win here.
The leader has finished the race.
And that is a fantastic drive, 11 seconds for him. Tim Novak unable to continue his race winning streak, but is finishing in a very beautiful P2 and showing beautiful pace there as well. And Mr. Veldman P3 for a good race as well. So let's see if we get some donuts. Crucivar, Smeltino and Crucivar finished P4 and 5 respectively, doing very good. Vanden Hudding I think is going to be P6, Coleman, Ollie Stryker, and then Timo P9 unfortunately with the drive through. So let's see, we're going to see some donuts here. No, come on. Oh, okay. So that's a beautiful job to these guys here. So no donuts here. Oh, we are seeing some donuts. We're seeing some donuts. Let's get some. There you go. So Tim Novak in P2 of the and P2 in the championship, doing some beautiful donuts there. So you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Let's see if Crucivar does it. No. Does he want to? No, I don't think he does. So that is Assetto Corsa Competizione, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that race. That was the good one. That was a good one. So yeah, I apologize again for the stream. Let's get the drivers. So let's get the interviews going here. So that is it for us for this season. Let's get Alt F4 out of that, and we're gonna do some interviews now. So let's see who wants to be our interviewees. So thank you again for the race, you guys. I'm gonna try and get we'll get 3.
Imagine asking Hugo for an interview while I'm out.
Honestly, as if he's going to. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. Okay, so there you go.
Music come. Oh, what? A surprise.
Yeah, this was a good one. I wish I had the commentary from the beginning. I apologize, but
Oh, come on.
yeah. So let's talk about Light Cruiser went from 24th turn 1 to P6. So that was a great drive from him. So let's bring Hugo in. Mr. Hugo, congratulations. You have done the double crown, if you may. So win yesterday in Brazil for 2S F1, and now the win in Barcelona for a 2S Assetto Corsa. Congratulations. I can't hear you, by the way. I don't know if that's me, but
Hello?
oh, there. Now I can hear you. Now I can hear you.
Yeah, thanks.
So pretty much controlled. Good defense. In the beginning, you were kind of under pressure, though. How are you handling that?
I don't know. I didn't really test my setup on high fuel. So for qualifying, it was fine. It was really quick. But at the start of the race, I had like no grip, and I was just basically fighting for my life, hoping that the guys behind me would drop off the pace a bit. And as the race went on, my car got lighter, and I don't know, I got quicker and quicker. And I think I set my fastest lap on the last lap, or the third to last lap. So yeah.
Okay. I was watching the beginning because I don't know if the fuel was an issue or anything, but it seemed like it might have been. But then it seemed like you just got really comfortable at the end and you kind of just took off. And like those guys had not, like, even at one point I think it was like when they were fighting, Tim Novak was trying to pull up to you, but then at that one point he just could not do it. So Yeah, it was just very well held from you, and that was a really commanding drive. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you want to give any info on some of your next season plans, or I know what they are, but if you want to let the stream know or anything, do you want or do you want to
The
keep it a secret?
comeback. The comeback, Hugo. The comeback.
Uh,
Say it. Say it loud.
I will be teaming
Potentially.
up with Milos Martica to form a Ferrari team.
Yay. Okay. Because Ferrari.
Finalmente, mission window, Gazzi Racing,
Yes,
Team 2
yes.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yes. So yeah. So thank you, Hugo. I'll let you be now. Thank you. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
So moving back, Mr. Brown, our championship
Hello.
winner. Not the race you wanted today, I know, but better to have the luck when the championship is over.
Yeah, I mean it was fine. I'm kind of sad because I felt like I could have won that, but like the qualifiers, I have no clue where it came from. Like literally, I know Bans memed me for it, but in the practice before that I was 12th and I didn't find any time, and then suddenly like it does so often with me, but like suddenly it clicked, and that quality lap I was really proud of. But my sub was really bad. I'm sure you saw, so I was in
Yeah,
fourth.
it was a struggle at the beginning, I saw.
Yeah, I was like fighting there a little bit, and then I shot the corner because I wasn't used to following cars. I almost got Novak, so I was in P8, and then I knew, okay, I need to get my crap together. And like I was behind Milos, and I fought him, and I think I got a really nice overtake there, which is something I don't say very often.
Yes, because
then,
the funny Valtteri Bottas racecraft. Yes. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm just talking. Then there was another. There was another like a move which I'm really proud of, but I actually kind of forgot who it was. I think it was Ollie. I don't know. I think Ollie or Tim Crossfast, and then I think Ollie. And so I was back there again. Then I saw that they were going more than a second slower than me, and I was like, "Wait, am I still in this?" So I catch up to them. I closed the 5 seconds. I felt really good. I felt like it was the best I've done all season, except maybe Paul Ricard. But that made me legit so happy. And then I came up to them. I passed Veld, and Novak was a massive roadblock. I just couldn't get past him. I don't know what I should have done. Like last corner was never enough. Then I finally tried. I'm sure it was on stream. I also had Bans telling me that I have to go for this, and I agreed. Well, yeah, I have literally nothing to lose. I literally have to go for this. And I picked the inside, but the problem was I didn't see any reference points, so I just broke by full. Turned out to be too late. Lost the position. Was like, okay, fine. But what really annoyed me was I was on 2 warnings at that point, and then I go off track, and I just got a drive through. Like it gave me 2. For some reason, I didn't even record. It's such a funny coincidence. Probably no one's gonna believe me, but I was actually on 2. I was on 2 warnings, and I drove off track, and it's a drive through. I was I mean, Milos was like kind of my witness. Well, he didn't see it, but he heard me say, "Oh, now I'm on my 3rd warning." That's epic. It would be so cool if Blitzig Racing Team ended their epic season by getting drive-throughs, both of the drivers in the last, and then literally 5 seconds later, I was in a place where you can't go off track. I get a 2nd warning, and I had a drive-through. So that was that. I don't know. I felt like I had the pace to challenge for the win, but in the end I binned it myself, and in the end the game also shafted me a little bit. I feel like making up excuses right now. So the game is at fault.
Okay. Okay.
Also, I would just like to say some words to people watching.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
say thank you to everyone who drove. We had especially towards the end, we had like pretty full grids. I know the racing has like not always been the most enjoyable. We had pretty many incidents, but the FIA is working hard behind the scenes. We have like weekly 2 to 3 hour meetings to try and sort that out, and we're trying our best to also we're gonna get a sort of rule book guideline thingy out before the start of next season. So there's consistent because right now we're doing our penalty system on the basis of common knowledge, or that we're all going off the same basis, but like we're gonna try and make it clear what is acceptable and what not. So we're gonna hopefully have cleaner racing next season. I saw there was a lot of incidents going on today. Bans was disconnected and apparently netcoded like 3 cars to death, so that's unfortunate. So we're trying to get behind that anyway. So thanks to everyone who consistently drove the races. Also, thanks to, well, obviously you guys, because I mean he didn't do that for me. He did a really good job setting all up in the first half of the season. First 8 races or something until I started my coup, and now I'm the supreme leader. Just kidding, but like he did a really good job there, and also to you, Triton, for broadcasting, taking your dear time on a Monday, on a Monday morning for us.
Yes.
Um,
The only thing better than spending my time commentating ACC on a Monday morning is driving down the road in a Mercedes on a cold summer evening in 2008. That's just what I want to say.
Yeah. It just happens. I mean.
Yeah, things happen. Yeah.
Oh my God! Well, so to end that off, I'm gonna ramble off for like 5 minutes here. So
go for it.
No, who was I gonna say thank you to? Well, people who helped with adminning. Bans, thank you for punting me back into the direction at Nürburgring after you killed me. That was really nice. I appreciate the effort. And thank you for the people who have already started like being really active in the ACC council chat. That's, I mean, it's basically hidden from the public, but we've got a little project going on there to deliver like even better high quality streams next season. And the first thing we do is fire Triton and get an actual commentator. The second thing we do is
shots fired.
Hello, Mr. Veldman.
Someone who doesn't hate Valtteri Bottas. Well, we're doing things for like Epic Stream graphics and something like that. So yeah, thanks to everyone who helped doing that. And also next season you're gonna see the revival of AC Season 2 because Tara and I are gonna be teammates against Milos and Hugos, and it's going to be glorious, and it's not going to be a shit show. So that's amazing. Now you can. I think I've rambled off enough. You can now talk to the funny Opel man, Mr. Hagrid.
Okay.
Funny Opel element.
Funny Opel element, Mr. Haggard, Mr. Veldman. You drove fantastically. Congratulations on the podium. I know you probably wanted a bit more than that, but I mean, you drove very.
I definitely wanted more.
I think you drove very consistently.
I felt like I could win today.
I think you could have.
Because at the start of the race, I definitely felt faster than Hugo's. I just couldn't find a way past.
It's Barcelona. It's usually tough to overtake. And the final corner.
It was doable, but I mean the track is wide enough. It's doable to overtake on this track. At least more doable than Hungaroring, but I just couldn't get the run onto the straights. And I think there was 1 or 2 moments where I was running alongside of him, and then he managed to stay ahead of me anyway. So.
Okay.
Yeah, unlucky. Guess we're just looking forward to next season then.
Yeah, and you've been working behind the scenes with us as well in ACC. I would like to say, since you're here, I didn't get to tell Beamer, but thanks to Timo for definitely running this, and thanks to you as well. I know you've been doing a lot of work with FIA and stuff. People don't know this, but yeah, you are one of the main guys behind the scenes. And you've been doing great. And also, I was talking about it on stream that you've been improving very, very rapidly. So I expect big things from you next season. Or I don't want to put the pressure on you like that, but I won't be surprised when you get your win next season. And I won't be surprised to see you being one of the top guys. So yeah, congratulations. Enjoy the podium, enjoy the fireworks. You are the Lion of Barcelona.
I suppose.
Yes. And thank you for the season. Thank you for giving me some good things to watch. So yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'll move you back now. So thank you.
All right.
And that's pretty much it. That's it for us today, and for ACC for a while. We'll be back though. I know this was a bit of a weird stream. I messed up the stream today with the microphone. I messed up a few times here. I had some stutters. I apologize for the crappy stream quality this season, but this is just a trial kind of run thing. Season 2 is going to be the big one. If you watch Season 4 of 2SRL, you know that I just worked on the commentary for that and kind of worked on getting a baseline for how it would be done and how everyone else would be doing the commentary from there, but it started midway through there. It started midway through here, but we're gonna have a full season for you hopefully next time out. So I would like to express my gratitude as well. I know they did, but I would like to thank Wimpy from EGL, the guy who's running this all, for letting me commentate here. Thanks to the guys on the EGL board for setting up the stream, putting the thumbnails in. Thanks to the ACC staff. Thanks to the FIA and ACC. Thanks to Kimmy or Christian. So you guys know him as Christian Striker for giving me the intro video that you guys saw there. That was a preview for what's going to be showed next season. And I'd like to thank Timo for hooking me up with the game and getting me sorted out here and showing me how the things work. And to Tipsy and Milos for showing me some of the commentary stuff that you do, like with the intervals and all that stuff. And I'd like to thank the viewers for watching and taking the time to listen to some random American, Australian, and Indian guy ramble on in the early morning on Mondays. So yeah, I am grateful for all you guys watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. Be sure to tune in for the finales for F1 2019, our final races in the league. So we have Tier 3, Tier 4, or Tier 3 Wednesday, Tier 2 finale, which is the title decider for Timo and Satoshi for Tier 2 champion in Abu Dhabi. So that's Thursday, same time as this stream, or same time this stream starts usually, depending on the time zone. We have Tier 3 SLR Wednesday before that, so in 2 days. Tomorrow is the off day. Friday is Tier 4 SLR. And then Saturday is the season 4 finale for Tier 1 SLR, and then Tier 1 and Tier 2 2SRL season finales on Sunday. So be sure to tune in to those. So EGL will be back soon for Assetto Corsa Competizione. We're going to be having some stuff, I think, in the off season. Thank you all very much for watching. It's Triton, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you very much.